Today I'm going to walk you through setting up Zoom video conferencing for the first time, show you the settings and preferences that I use for distance learning, group meetings, and even recording interviews. And as you can see, I will be covering how to use green screen with a virtual background. So welcome to the Cyber Sky. Let's learn something. So I'm opening Zoom right now. Click Home. Come up here to the Settings dial. Click on it. And let's just skim through some of these settings and I'll give you my advice for the best setup. So use dual monitors. What does that mean? Well, if you have a second monitor, you can attach it to your laptop or home computer and you'll have more real estate for moving your windows around. Enter full screen when starting or joining a meeting. I would not check that because a lot of times once you get the full screen, you have difficulty getting back to your desktop when you want to share something. Enter full screen when a participant shares their screen. I'm going to uncheck that because if you had another window open you were working on, it takes that away from you and then you have to remove full screen to get back to it. That's annoying. Prompt a confirmation before leaving. This is important to leave on because sometimes you accidentally click leave meeting while you're trying to click on something else. Show my meeting duration. It's good to see how much time you've been running so far. I don't usually check this off, but if you do check that off, you'll see that you're using Zoom and you'll be able to click on that menu and get some different things here. Side-by-side mode, let's look at the question mark. Automatically show screen shared content next to participant videos. This is useful when you have a screen share and you'd like to see the faces of the participants a little larger than the small thumbnails. And also if you're a teacher and you don't want your face to cover up your presentation when you're doing a screen share. Remind me is great because sometimes you've set your meeting up and you just forget that the meeting is coming up in a minute and you might be late for your own meeting. So video. One thing that's very important is mirror my video. If you do this in one direction, then your directions will seem correct to you. For instance, I'm raising my left hand and it's on the left side. Now I'm raising my right hand, it's on the right side. If I want to point to the computer screen behind me, I can go like that, right? Now, if I don't mirror the video and I raise my right hand, oh wait, I'm raising the opposite hand, and sometimes that bothers people that they see things reversed. Your computer is turned around and now facing you. So it's not a mirror. You're actually seeing a video of actually how you look to your participants. So this is accurate. And to the participants, the monitor behind me is on that side. But if I want to see myself and feel like when I go to the left, it goes to the left, I would click mirror my video. And now, it feels much better. So sometimes we just like to see it that way. However, if you have something with words on it, like this, and you hold it up, if you've mirrored your screen, just like any text will look like when you hold it up in front of the mirror, you're not going to be able to read it. It's going to be reversed. So if you need your text, if you're holding up a book or a poster or something with words on it that you're using for your lesson, you're going to have to turn off mirror my screen, and that way they'll be able to, of course, read the text, right? Or if you have a sign behind you that has text on it, that would be important. Now, touch up my appearance. I'm sure you guys might have noticed that my skin is just glowing. It's this new cream I'm using. No, it's touch up my appearance. This is similar to an Instagram photo that you apply a filter to. So I'm going to turn it off for a minute and see if you can tell any difference. I don't know. There's some blemishes here or there. Now I'm going to turn on touch up my appearance. I don't know if you guys are seeing a difference over there, but to me, it looks a lot better like this. Turn off my video when joining a meeting. I think if you have this one checked, then you don't need this one. But you can experiment with those two. So, audio, basically, you want to test your speaker. Test your mic. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, now we come to my favorite part. The virtual background. I get asked a lot, do you need a green screen? Well, you don't need a green screen, but it can be helpful. You can use virtual background with any color. Presently, I have a green sheet on the wall. You can use a color picker, which is that little dot right there. So I'm going to click on my sweater, And now you see that everything that's that color, my hat, my sweater. But if I, did it with the green screen correctly, by clicking on the green color, it would work like that. But the truth is, you can have any color wall behind you. Well, not any color. In my classroom, the wall is painted tan. It almost perfectly matches the color of my face. So because that's my skin color, I can't use that as my background, because when I click on it to do the green screen effect, it includes my face. You don't see me anymore. You just see a floating hat. Welcome to the cyber sky. If I'm going to do it, I would want to use a color that I don't have in my clothing and not your skin color. So these do not come with Zoom. These are backgrounds that I've curated. You can take any photograph from your computer by choosing virtual background, and you can go scroll through and look for the picture that you want to use. If you have a photograph of your classroom, your actual classroom, you could put it behind you. That would be kind of cool. But people put different scenes or things that they're teaching about. For instance, in humanities, you're learning about ancient Egypt, you might want to put up something like that. Sometimes anything is better than your cluttered desk, especially if you're teaching from home and doing distance learning. You can be coming from your office at LinkedIn, you can be in a fancy boardroom, or you can actually take a picture of one of your lessons that you put up on the board. That's an actual arts and letters classroom right there. And you can go on Google and download classroom art. Here's a meeting space I used to use, and I really liked it, so I took a picture of their room. And when I want to, I throw it behind my backdrop. And of course, you can just put some abstract art. I created this on the computer. This is the background on one of my websites, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing you should know about the virtual background, if you put up anything with words, it's going to be very important, your mirror settings in video. Because if you mirror your video, then your background words will also be flipped. So you have to have that facing the right way. All I've done is taken some Velcro strips, put them on the top of the sheet and hung it down, and then spread it out this way and tried to cover up the entire wall behind me. Of course, you can go online and you can research and buy a bunch of lights and equipment and different green screen stands and professional gear, but it's not necessary. Just hang up a sheet. Then I have my actual props, as you can see, on the table behind me. When I combine that with my green screen effect, it looks really nice. Okay, the last piece of advice I'm going to leave you with is to go to the website zoom.us and sign in to your account. Go to your profile and upload something from your computer. Whatever image you put here and save in your profile will appear when you turn your video camera off during a meeting. Before we go, I'm going to show you a few seconds of an actual meeting. I used my profile pic as well as green screen and virtual background, where I was teaching an intern how to use virtual backgrounds and profile pics in Zoom. Check it out. That picture comes from your account. So if you don't have an account on Zoom, you have to go to zoom.us and create a free account. And then go to the settings or the profile and then upload a picture to your profile. And then that's the picture that gets pulled when you do this. All right? Mm-hmm. Cool. Thank you for watching Cyber Sky Videos. Hope you learned something. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe for more content, and ring the bell for notifications. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Cyber Sky Videos. Tell me what questions you still have about Zoom, and I'll include it in a future video. Until next time, stay blessed.